Hello everyone and welcome back to card number 10. Today is our March Unfold Post Out Kit, all the above, all the exciting things that are happening today. So we got lots of little things to do here and on this card, which I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun. I'm just going to give everyone a few minutes to come on and have a look. I'm just going to grab my pencil because I'm going to need a pencil. So I'm going to grab that and I'm going to grab my ruler. So you can use your grid paper or your glass mat, but a ruler is handy if you don't have either of them. Okay, so just give everyone a couple of minutes to come on. I'm just going to have a quick drink. Okay, so if you come on a bit later, that's okay. You can just watch the replay to see how we have putting this card together. So in this pack, let's come down and have a look. Now, if this is your first time on with me, my name's Teresa Brown. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 19 years and going into my 20th, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, so let's come down and get started. Don't forget to leave your name and don't forget to comment. That way you get put into my monthly gift giving. And I will come down here to my workbench. Hopefully you all come back on very soon. So let's just go through the kit. So I did do a first fold for everyone because to make it fit into the package. Okay, so if you think, oh, she's folded one, I have folded one for you. Okay, then we're going to have an envelope. You're going to have a background. You're going to have little squares. You're going to have side panels. You're going to have little bugs. Okay, and you're going to have some little banners in your kit. You're also going to have your card face, which we want here. Don't fold it yet. Don't fold it yet. Okay. Now this is where your instruction sheets comes in really handy, because sometimes when you're looking at a card that you sort of think it's just going to be folded in half. It's not. This one's not, because it's like a gatefold. So just remember that. So it's 13.5, if I remember correctly. Yep, by 22. So it's actually bigger than our normal A4 paper, because that's 21. Okay, so it's just that little bit bigger. So you're going to be doing it differently. Okay. So on this one, you're going to score a 1 centimetre panel, then 4 centimetres, and a 1 centimetre panel and 4 centimetres on both sides. So let's grab our paper trimmer and put all them over there and share with you how to do this. Okay, get this paper trimmer around. And we're going to score at 1 centimetre, so that's here, right on the edge there. And we're going to make sure that we use the score one. And then if you see, I've done a little template here just so you can sort of see, You have your 1 centimetre here, and then you're going to do your 4 from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, I'm actually going to do 5. Sorry. Okay, did I put 4 centimetres? Oh, no, measure. That's measuring the panel. So, yeah, no, we're right. We're going to score at 1 centimetre, then 6 centimetres, then 16 centimetres, and 21 centimetres. That is on your paper pattern. So it's the second line down, third line down. place on paper trimmer and score along long side at 1 centimetre, 6 centimetres, 16 centimetres and 21. So we've done 1, so now we're going to do 6. So line it up at the 6 and we're going to score that one. If you only have a small one, you can do that on both sides. Or you can pull your ruler out and go 16. And this is the tricky one because it's really hard to see the 16 on here. And then 21. So come down at 21 here. So do your 1. And then you can turn it around if you can't find that 16. I'm just showing you alternate ways of doing it, and line it up at the 6. Okay. A little bit more easier because our 16's right on the fold of our paper trimmer, just in case you're having trouble. Okay, get that bow folder. Hi Kerry, how are you? Good to see you on. So we're going to score this, and we're going to score this. Now on our first 1 centimetre score line, we're going to mark, and we're going to mark it down 4 centimetres on each side. So with your pencil, grab your ruler and grab that line, you will see your score line, and mark it at 4. And then from the bottom on here, line it up at 4. So you can sort of see you've got these 2 little lines here now. Don't know if you can see them. One there and one down there. You're going to do that on both sides. Okay, so you're going to measure down on that score line, that 1 centimetre score line, 4. And then up from the bottom, 4. Okay. Then you're going to get your paper snips and you're going to come in, bit of glue on that one. You're going to come in on a little bit of an angle to that 4, and you're going to cut up that score line. Now you can use your paper trimmer if you want to. Okay, then you're going to come on a little bit of an angle because we're making a tab, and then we're going to cut up. And you might need to hold your cardstock around a little bit so that you can actually see where that score line is. Okay, so don't be frightened to pick your cardstock up and move it around. So we've got our little tab on that side. So come in and cut again to the point. So you're coming into the line and then you're cutting up on that score line to that 4. And the same with this one, just come in on an angle and then cut up. Okay, so you're going to cut up on that score line. I don't know if you can actually see the score line, but if I turn it under, you will see there's a score line there. So you're going to cut on the score line. Beautiful. So that's our first piece that we need to do. We need to have it like this. It comes across. Doesn't matter if it doesn't quite come to the front. Doesn't matter if it doesn't quite come to the front to meet. It doesn't have to. No one says it has to. And we're going to then, we've got a long piece in our kit. Let me just move all this. Our long piece here. And once again, we're going to line this up now on our paper. Oh, on our trimmer. Sorry, I had a very itchy eye. That was a think. Okay, so then you will see on this one, it will also tell you to how to cut, and then step 2, it says, oh, okay, add your designer series paper, so we'll do that. I'm listening to what it tells me to do. I'm sharing what it tells me to do. So we're going to add our designer series paper in here, into this middle bit in between the score lines, so you've got a little bit of border all the way around. So this piece here is 13 by 9.5 centimetres, that is. And you can put whichever side you want. You can put the bugs, or you can put the pattern, psychedelic pattern, this one, whichever way you want it, because you can change it around when you're doing your tabs. Okay, so put this one on. So we've got our centre bit on here. And I'm following the instructions so that you can follow them afterwards as well. So the 2 inside panels are 13 by 4.5, so you'll have 2 inside panels. So you can bring that one and that one in here, like that. So you know what measurements to cut each panel, and if you want to do it again in different designer series paper. Okay, so you can do that. And we put this one here. Who loves Sunday afternoon crafting? I'm actually changing it to Tuesday night in June, because a lot of people are finding it hard to attend Sundays because they've got kids things on, church on, and lots of other things on. So we'll give it a go and see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, we can always come back. So that's okay. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 of these squares that we've cut out, and we need our piece to score now. So we're down to scoring, and it's scoring at 5, 10, 15 and 20. So I've done the first 5. So if you line it up on your scoreboard, you'll see that I've already scored that at 5. So then you'll line it up at 10. And I did that so it would fit nicely in your kit and not get bent. So, because it was too long. 15, 5, 10, 15, and then open your ruler and bring it up to the 20. 5, 10, 15, and 20. Okay, and then it shows, or it tells you that we're going to do a mountain. Let's start from where we're going. A mountain fold and a valley fold, and a mountain fold and a valley fold. So it's going to open up like that. Okay, so that's going to go in like that, or in this way, whichever way you want it to go, like this. Okay, so once you've got that piece that looks like I don't know, a dog's leg. I don't know what they call that. It goes like that, sits like that. Okay, we're going to put our pieces on. Okay, I want to thank everyone that's been joining in, because it's been really good bringing and introducing my kits after having 6 years off with cancer and heart problems. It's been really nice coming back to doing my post-out classes. I used to do a lot of them many years ago. So thank you for everyone that's joined in and helped me. And look, we're still doing them. Don't get me wrong, we're still doing them. It's just that they'll be done in a private group so that everyone that actually has paid for it gets the individual class. But for the last 6 months, I've had a special. I've had a special for $45, which is a big special considering the classes for 12 cards are $70. And also let everyone join in. And those that didn't have a kit could join in. So if you're interested in my post out from June and you're a demonstrator, a customer or anyone that would like to join in, please make sure that you register with me, because you will need to ring me, text me, message me to say you're in for the embossing. It's going to be all about embossing powders and all about embossing folders. So you're going to enjoy that one, I know you are, but you will need a heat tool gun, so make sure, I'm talking while I'm gluing, so make sure that you have a heat tool gun, and if you don't have one, you can order one, okay? And if you don't have embossing powders, you can order them, and if you don't have the embossing buddy, I'd definitely get that in the tray and that too, just to set you up for that section of embossing. Okay, so we've got all our little panels on now. How did you go with that? Everyone get their little panels on? So it's going to go in and over, or in and over, whichever way you want. Doesn't matter. Okay, so where's our long piece that we've been doing here? This is what these little tabs are for here. These little ones here. Okay, because they're going to be stuck on there. But what we want to do first is we just want to glue our back piece, and we just want to make sure that our back panel is stuck first before we do the rest. And you've got to make sure that it's lined up. So if you're not too sure, we've measured down 4. So just make sure that you can put a little pencil mark there if you want to, just so you know that that's the top. You don't want to, you want to make sure that you're within that line, and you can come up above it a little bit as well, okay? So you don't want to go below that line. You want to make sure that you are up over it. So I'm going to just mark a little bit over it as well. So you can sort of see there's about 1 centimetre, because you want to make sure that this is going to stick onto that. You're going to make sure that this is going to be in between that. So make sure that if you want to make sure that it's sitting in the centre, make sure that you've got the same distance here and here. Okay, a few little tips there. This is the back piece, so we're just gluing the back. Just gluing the back piece. Just make sure it doesn't squirt out. Have enough on there to hold it, but make sure that it doesn't squirt out. So bring it over, line him up, make sure that he looks like he's pretty well in the center there, and there's room. Once you've got it down to where you've got to put it, you're going to open this up this way, you're going to open up this way. You're going to fold this flap over here. You're going to add some glue onto this tab. So just between the score line and the outside line, just add some on there, and then make sure that you've got that closed on that one. Make sure you hold it nice and straight. Bring this one over. The same on this side. Between the line and the score. And glue this one. Just hold it for a few minutes, make sure that it's stuck down, because then it's going to come up and over. Whoop, and over. That's all right. I haven't done anything wrong. Just make sure when you flip him over now that you got it up the right way, because we're going to put those other two panels on. I normally do them first, but that's okay. So we're going to put this panel on here. That's on the front here, in between the score lines, a little border all the way around. And then this one over on this side. This is such a cute card, it really is a cute card. One I used to make a lot years ago and then stopped making it, and then, yeah, you sort of get cards that you make and then you stop making and then you make, and yeah, it just depends. So you can sort of see now that this goes like that and this goes like that. Now you have a little bug to go on here with the book, and I think there's a die for that one. And there's a die for that one. This one, I don't think there's a die. I think we're going to cut the caterpillar out. So let's do him first. So let's cut our caterpillar out. We're just going to go cut close. We're not going to do a great big white border around him. You don't have to. You can cut pretty close to the caterpillar. But when you get down to his feet, it's easier to move your paper than your scissors too, guys. But when you get down to his feet, just go straight across, okay? Don't try to cut up in between. Just leave that little bit of white bit there. Turn it around, cut up. Turn it around and around. See how I just moved the paper, not the scissors? It's so much easier to just pull the paper around and leave the scissors nice and straight. Up around the petals. Turn your paper as you're cutting down. Okay, so the scissors just follow where you're pulling it around. And around. Great gold nugget this, guys, because it saves you a lot of time of trying to go in and out of little bits and pieces. Paper around, and the same with when you're doing the little antennas at the top, or the little feelers, or whatever they're called. Just go right up to the top, turn your paper around, and just come back into that. Leave a little bit of paper on there, it's not going to hurt it. Do the face, and around we go. Down the tummy. I nearly cut my nail. Has anyone done that before? I have, especially when I had long nails. I'd always end up with a real big cut in one of my nails. Okay, and a little bit off the end there. So you can sort of see you don't need to worry so much about that, because this is going to come down on here and you're not going to notice it whether it is or it isn't. So we're going to put a little dimension in here. So I'm just going to grab my dimensions. So I've got some edges here. So I'm just going to add an edge here. And just cut two more. And I'm just going to do one coming down his neck and his face. Oh, I need one more, I think. One here, but down the bottom I'm going to glue. Down the really bottom I'm going to glue, because I don't want that bit standing up. Just from here. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 little pieces of dimension on there. take the backs off them. How's everyone's day been? I haven't even asked you yet. Have you had a good day? Is it nice? Nice outside? I haven't been outside this morning. I've been playing with my great-granddaughter. She had a sleepover last night. And, yeah, so we were doing grandkid stuff. Colouring in and reading and watching movies and all the things that little kids love to do with their grandma. Okay, so that one's going in there. You can add more in here if you want to. If you've got your own paper at home, you can. Okay, so you can hand cut these or you can die cut them with the die cut machine. So if you've got the die cut machine, you do have the dies in your packet. So let's see. I'm sure they're in here. So we have the little one here with the book. Yes, so that one goes there like that. Now the little tip with this one is you've got a little dot just up here near his feelers. If you put your dot right over the black spot, over the feeler, it's going to be spot on, okay? So if you can't see it and you're seeing white through the little dot up the top here, this little dot, you're seeing white through the tiny little dot up the top here, then you've got it crooked. But if you line it up to the feeler, you'll be able to see the black through it. You know you've got it straight. Okay, so, and then the other one, I think it's this one here. He's got his arm, yeah, he's got his arms and his feet. So with this one, you need to make sure that you've got both of the black spots on these side ones here. This one here and that one over there. And you'll know that he's pretty straight. They're just some little gold nuggets that I learnt many years ago, and I love to share because sometimes you're just trying to line them up and trying to line them up. And then you get a bit frustrated because you can't work out how to line it up sometimes. So it's just easier to have someone that's been doing it a long time share that little gold nugget with you. Now you can use some washi tape. I always keep some little washi tape strips or dimensions, Post-it notes on mine. So once I can see that black in that little dot, I know that it's pretty well straight, and I can just come in with a little bit of washi tape on there. And then on this one, again, I'm lining up the black hands. So I need to make sure that I can see both black hands through the dots. So this one, and then just get a bit of washi tape and hold it in the spot. I don't normally use washi tape, but sometimes I like to show you where and how. Make sure that your washi tape you have run off on the back of your hand so it's not overly tacky. You don't want it overly tacky because when you go on the embossing machine, you don't want it to stick to the paper. Okay, so move these out of the way. So just peel that off. So what do I mean by over the back of the hand is just get your washi tape and just rub it across the back of your hand. It just takes a little bit of the stick off, but it's sticky enough to stick onto your die cut, and you can see that you get a pretty good die cut if you line those dots up. Okay, yeah, images are pretty good. So that's a really good little gold nugget, I'm telling you. It saved me hours and hours of trying to work out where to line things up. Okay, now you've got some banners as well. You got 2 with straight ends, I think, in here and a longer one, so you can use whichever one you want. Okay, where did my other banner go? In amongst my mess, it's here. I can use this one, it doesn't matter. I can use whichever ones. Okay, so with the stamp, we're going to come in with the stamp set, and we're going to work out what words. You might not want to use what's on here, but you might want to change the words to a different one, and that's fine. To a different stamp set with words in it, that's fine as well. Okay, let me just see. I don't think this one's got words in it. Oh, yes, it has. It says hello. Well, that's a bit interesting. I don't know where my words are. Should be here somewhere. I don't think I'll put them in the wrong packet. No. Okay, I'm going to just pop these back in here for a minute. And the other thing I did was I glued my two packets together with my double-sided tape there and there with the flaps here, so that with these new packaging, I've got my dies on one side. Another good gold nugget dies. And then I've got my stamp on the other side, but where's the words? Oh, I can see them now. Okay, what do we want? Oh, they're not all in there. Oh, I've used this one. Oh, I'm missing one. That's okay. We can go with a different stamp set today. I don't know why I'm missing one, but you can put hello friends. Hello on one side and friends on the other. But I am missing my friends out of that one, so I'll have to have a look for that. Better put my Lovejoy one in here. So yeah, I'm missing hello and friends, so it's got to be around. And I haven't used it today. This is what happens when you leave all your dies and everything sitting on the table and not put them away straight away. Okay, so I have got another stamp set sitting here, and this one's got hello friends in it, so I'm going to use this one. Because it's a bit smaller, and this is the peaceful pairs. And that's another thing you sort of got to look at too, is the wording, how big your wording is. Okay, so I want the hello to go that way. Hello to go on there. We want a little block. Now, sometimes it's hard with a little block because you can't actually see around it. So you might want to go up to the next size, because that way you can actually see the word and you can actually see around the area. Now, that's a little gold nugget as well, because then you can actually see where you want to place it, and that makes it a lot easier. So I'm just using my Memento Black, which I have put into my white, empty white ink pad at the moment, just to make it easier. I'm just making sure, and I'm going to put hello on this side. Now you've got little pearls and stuff that you can add. So I've got hello on that side, and take that off. I'll wash that in just a minute. And we're going to put friend on the other side. And I'm going to cut this. So I'm going to hold this one up into there, because I want it the same as that one, because I can't find my other flat-ended one. I know I've got it here. In amongst all my white paper and my vellum that's sitting on the table, I've been cutting up my vellum kits for my in-home class next week. So I've got vellum and that everywhere. So the straight edge is going to this side this time. So we're going to do the friend. Oh, and if I had that on the Stamparatus, I could have come down again. No, not the stamparatus, the positioner. I could have come down again, but I didn't. So I'm going to line him up, and I've turned the paper over, and I'm going to make sure this time that I press right across. Beautiful. You've always got two sides to every piece of paper, so if you ever mess up on one side, you can flip it over and do it on the other side. Okay, so now we're going to put our friends on this side. He's going to sit over here, and you can sit these on with dimensions, or just come in and cut some of these along the edge. That way you get to use up all your little bits around the edge as well. So we want the friends on this side, so we want to put a couple on here. Probably need 3 to make it sit nicely, or 2 big ones. These are only little bits, one like halves. 3 halves. So this one's coming in here, and you can line him up where you want to. You can line him up at the top of it, or you can line your V coming halfway down into your designer series paper. And then you can add your little bug on here as well. Now, I do this a little bit slower than normal, and I do try to explain it a lot because I know there's a lot of people out there that have bought my kits, and I want them all to be able to do them without feeling like they haven't got the help, especially if they can't make it to the lives, which I know Sunday has not been very nice for a lot of people, so that's okay. I'm going to try Tuesday night when we come back in June, June, and the hello on this side. Because we'll see how that goes from, I think, 7 till 9. We'll see how we go with that. I worried about doing it at night because people worked, but people are sort of on my surveys have said that they prefer to do a night than a weekend. So let's see how that goes. And people can watch the replay if they can't come, so that's a good thing as well. So that goes like that, and then this one comes in here. Hello. And then we've got this one that's going to sit up there as well. So just cut a little bit more off. I've got like a real piece here that's a corner piece. I wonder if it will fit on. Oh, perfect. It fits on perfectly, using up all the scraps. And he can sit over there. And then you can have happy birthday, you could have whatever you want on this. You can put verses on the inside, you can put photos on the inside. So can you see how that goes at the bottom? You sort of glued this bottom bit here, and then it comes up and over onto those little flaps that we cut out earlier. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to bring this up so I can see you and hold it up straight. Hello, Kay. Hello, Kerry. Good to see you on. Look, see, he's just so cute. This one will just slide in underneath this one, like that. How cute is that? That is so... Hi, Joan. Good to see you. Sorry I didn't come out for tea the other night. I wasn't feeling really good. I just had my lymphoma massage and it sort of made me very tired and very sore. So, but love to catch up soon. So how cute is that card? That is such a cute card, honestly. So we are coming back to do card number 11. And then we're going to come back and do card number 12. And then we have finished our beautiful fun fold 3 weekends. We're doing 4 cards because we had that one weekend that I was away. Hi, Krista. Good to see you on. It is very cute. I love this one. And on this one, I've done another one here. And I've done this one with happy birthday, happy birthday on here, and consider yourself hugged. Consider yourself hugged. So you can write any verses that you like on them. So whichever you like. I like to always write different ones because people are different. They like seeing different things. So you can sort of see, you can put different ones in. This one's got hello, this one's got happy birthday. So we're going to take a quick 5-minute break again while I get ready for the next class. And then hopefully you all come back on and join me. I hope you don't mind the stopping and starting, but it's easier for the ladies that I definitely, if you want to go back and watch the replay, at the moment it's over on my YouTube. It will go across to my YouTube and it will go into a private settings, and anyone that has joined the club will get a link to that private setting. So don't feel like you're going to miss out. You're not going to miss out. It's just that, yeah, unfortunately, these were all done as clubs and my Funfold clubs and clubs. But then when Facebook changed, I couldn't get the videos to work in the clubs. Now, if the video doesn't work in the club, I'll tell you, I'll be back doing it exactly where I am now. So God bless you all, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.